Hello everyone, welcome to the Lost Harbor Tavern. I'm your host, Nitsify, and welcome to the Rum and Harbor campaign. In case you didn't know, this is a pirate campaign where a bunch of little guys are doing a bunch of little things, basically trying to liberate some islands, maybe take down the Navy, the normal. The normal. Everybody knows the normal at this point, including you. You definitely know the normal, because you've definitely been here before. If you haven't been here, though, welcome to Insanity. Besides that, in the last episode, before we start introducing people, because I feel like it's just better that you do the... I want to try and say, I feel like it does better when I actually explain stuff before. Whatever. Y'all don't care. So, in the last episode, in case you guys may have forgotten, because we had to take down that video due to some audio corruption problems, y'all missed out on some stuff. So, I'm just going to try and run this down. Essentially, the party, after having, gathered, basically taking over the first ruler town on their way to the capital to run into, hopefully, Admiral Umagig and shut this whole, attack on the Crux Dynasty down. They not only did they basically kill one of the captains that was currently working in the Navy, but they recruited 3 of them after knocking them out and proceeded to go to the next town. And in between, they found the old hideout headquarters of the Dorobo clan, which, as you may know, is Yusagi Dorobo, aka one of the PCs. That was basically his birthplace and the majority of where he lived his life. And where the rest of his clan also lived their lives. He came back over to it eventually, where he found burned to ashes, the whole headquarters and everything, but he remembered that there was a secret hideout area where they had a basement hidden away in a random cave inside the mountains, where they went down there to grab the stuff that his father left behind for him. And his father's corpse was even still in there, but they had to go through a bunch of little traps that his dad set up for him. However, they weren't really traps that would kill somebody, they were just things that would mess with you. Essentially, potions would be triggered that would have applied Fey effects. However, they were smart and they actually got around it without getting hit by a single trap, so actually good job on them. When they entered into the basement, however, not only did they find his dad's sword plunged into the middle of the basement into the stone ground, but Lemmius, the one and only Lemmius, our favorite boy, greeted him with a little bit more of a nicer tone rather than the typical hostile. Sadly enough, this video that got corrupted was also the one where Lemmius kind of got his sign out as a character, as he basically asked Yusagi to end him permanently. Because the problem is that he wasn't able to properly die due to the curse that was inflicting his body, which is also what was causing him to become randomly insanely hostile. It was mentioned that the reason why he had been letting out pirates out of prisons, and Yusagi was just one of many, or, the group that Yusagi was part of was just one of many, was because he was trying to find the perfect person to wield the sword that his father owned. That's probably the reason why he even thought about Yusagi to begin with, because he knew the father, and the father kind of, there's that connection. But essentially, his whole plan was to hopefully find somebody that could wield the sword properly, and have the curse and his soul sucked into the sword so that they could no longer do any more damage to the world around them. And Yusagi, when he chose to accept it, stabbed the sword through Lemmius, and got to roll an Arcana check to make sure that he could properly suck in the curse and there wasn't going to be any backlash. And luckily he did. He used a gambler's debt for it, so you could guarantee it. But he successfully sucked in the curse and the soul of Lemmius into the sword that he now wields. I did not get time to properly make that sword, however, I do know what it does. He can add a +3 longsword to his thing, and then I'll explain things as it goes on. If you end up actually wielding it in today's combat. Because after you guys did all that, you got to the next town of the Crux Dynasty, which I'm pretty sure I told you the name of the town, but I don't think I said it on the actual video that's still up, which was episode 60, because technically this should be 62, but it's technically 61, because 61 got taken down. You get the point. But on the way to Tarokan, you met up with one of the admirals, the admiral that was not willing to help with the whole, attack on the Crux Dynasty, and you actually managed to convince her to join your crew. With a very high persuasion check, you managed to not join your crew, but join the fight. So, you have an admiral on your side. And as you were beginning to make your way through the city, not only did you knock out an elf guard and bribe a halfling guard with alcohol, you snuck your way, rest of the way, into the city where you know where the Vice Admiral is at. The Vice Admiral of Umagig, who serves directly under him, who's been holding down Tarokan with an iron fist. That is kind of where we ended off, as you guys saw Millie and Zure, two of the people from Phalar's crew, standing around, basically getting ready to possibly do an eventual attack. That is where we did end off. Now, Lindry was there at the time. However, Lindry will not be with us today. That is the player known as Shadowcat Anya. Due to very sad reasons, aka migraine. Valid. So, Kikis is just gonna kind of yoink her out of existence for a bit today. But we do have some players that need to be mentioned today. So, starting it off, behind the little bar right there, you see that big purple thing with the bright green spikes sticking out of his back and the tongue that oozes acid and also alcohol? Yeah, that's Acrid. He plays... This is your cue. This is where you like... This is where... Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, good job. Will you play, man? Will you...
Oh, right. That was a fucking prompt.
Yeah, that was like a...
Loki.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll play Loki.
Awesome. Yeah, you play Loki. I'm not going to ask for fun facts today, because we just got back from vacation, and I doubt you have one right now, too, so... We've both been very busy working on stuff today, so...
Fun fact.
Oh, he's got one.
Fun fact, it's more of me as a person. I got to DM a one-shot finally.
Yeah.
It went well.
And it was the only time we haven't recorded one for the podcast in a hot minute, honestly. It's because I was at his place, and I did a one-shot with him and Anya. I played as an imp. Yeah. I was very good, very greedy. But... Oh, you know what? We can have fun facts with just IRL people if you don't have anything for your person. It's fine. I'm chill with that idea. I actually like that. But also, we have Yujagi, the different character.
Tell me that.
Yeah, no, Bubagi's a different character. Don't worry. And that's Reed, who's speaking. So, what you got? Got a fun fact?
I don't have anything.
Nah, that's valid. That is completely valid, dude. What's your favorite tea? There you go. You like just normal, the sweet or unsweet?
I don't like tea.
Oh. Acrid, can we kick him off? Can we get him off the
I won't stop you. I won't stop.
No.
I just drink soda.
Oh.
Hold on, he's not that bad. Keep him.
No, but no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, nah, it's fine. I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you. Unless, nah.
Oh, he's not bad. Trust me.
Nah, it's fair. He has good game takes, so it's okay. It's fine. He makes up for it with his game taste.
Oh.
Because he likes Doom, and Doom is a good game. Also, speaking of people that speak, we have Issa, who plays Ublex.
What's up? Fun fact: I'm a mouth that speaks words. So if you ever want somebody who speaks,
wow.
I can say a word or two.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'd be like, "How you doing today, guys?"
Dude,
yeah.
The warlock speaks.
I can say a few words real quick.
Dude, the warlock speaking is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's kind of crazy. Ooh.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. Dude, 10 out of 10. There you go. Heck yeah. Okay, Reed, actually though, do you actually not like tea? Like, are you being straight up with me?
What the fuck?
Yes.
Like,
Oh?
I thought you were actually joking. So straight up, you actually just don't like tea. Fair enough. I'm not gonna judge you for that. I very rarely meet people who actually don't like tea, so that is fair. I meet a lot of people that say they don't like unsweet tea, and that's probably because I'm in the South. But like, you know, that's fair. All right, well, we're gonna get into this finally, because we stopped right as y'all were finally arriving at the actual fight area at the base camp. Again, Reed, if you do end up wanting to use that sword, you just let me know. I'll let you know of the extra mechanics. It's basically a longsword. It's originally going to be set up as an artifact, so you can just grab a longsword +3 for now until I get it properly made. And then just keep in mind that you add an extra +1 to that to hit, because you should actually have a +4, not a +3. But there's no actual +4 to the, you know how D&D is with their stuff. So for now, that's functionally what you'll be using, and then if you end up using it, I'll let you know what all you can do with it. But
Okay.
we're actually going to get into this. So, let me get you guys over onto the map where you guys... Oh, wait, no, you guys are onto it. You guys can see where Zure's at, right? This little icon moving around right now? You can see that? Maybe?
Yes.
Possibly? Okay, cool. We're on the right
I don't
one. Thank
exist.
you. Yeah. Well, I haven't added y'all's icons yet, so that would be why.
How do you?
How dare
oh,
you.
there we go. That's how.
Yeah.
Hit 4, right? Or,
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. I don't know why, but I did not catch that. I do apologize. What'd you say?
the hit bonus for the sword is +3.
Yes, a +3, yeah. And then just remember to add a natural just +1 onto that. You just have to grab a longsword +3. I don't think there's a longsword +4, but technically artifacts.
There is
Yeah.
Artifacts technically, I thought.
Dude,
Oh no, it
couldn't find-
changes. It
Yeah.
changes by per artifact. Some give 5, some give 4.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, just for now, just give yourself a +3, and then just remember you have an extra +1 to that, because it should actually be a +4.
You can actually
yeah.
customize the to hit bonus. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, you can just like customize it. It should be a +4 in total. That's
There-
what you should be getting.
is there a damage bonus to that as well, or?
The damage bonus would be coming from the charges that you'll use, and I'll explain that when you actually like end up using the sword. Yeah.
The plus would apply to damage and pluses because that's how magical buffs work. I'll shut up. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Cool.
It's good to have you mentioning it for me in the process because I'm trying to also get y'all's tokens up on here, and that takes focus. Okay. So I've got the tokens up on here. Now you can see everybody. You guys are all here. Yippee-ki-yay. Oh, I do not have a token for the Admiral, I don't think. Actually, now I'm realizing. You know what? It's fine. I'll fix it as we go on. But you guys can now see the battlefield. You guys can see where you're at. This is what you're looking at. As you can see, there's fog of war because you can't see directly inside right now. You got really quiet. What?
At least Millie's here.
Yes, Millie's here, and Zure's here. So you have a monk that's insane tremor sense, and you have a sorceress.
Convenient.
Heck yeah.
Whoa.
You met up with them right as you were approaching this area.
Yep. Okay.
Which kind of makes up. It's probably a good thing that you actually ran into them, so that way, you're not trying to do this without a sorceress. Because now you have basically them replacing Lindry, weirdly enough, which was not planned at all. But, what's the plan here? What are we doing?
Okay.
If I was a wizard, I'd do a fireball, but since I'm a warlock, I'll cast confusion.
Oh, okay, so you're going to immediately just go for an
Not
ambush
have
round?
confusion.
Fair enough.
So this
I don't
isn't-
think.
So,
Huh?
all right. This isn't a building, right? Is it-
So this area, right? Because I didn't think to mention this either, because people will also know what you're looking at. So they located themselves inside of like a destroyed building area. So basically, the areas where because again, from what I know, you can't really see inside there. They have basically barred open like little wooden gates where the guards are at. But this is basically just destroyed walls of a past building. So they set up in an area where they wouldn't be causing the residents problems in the process.
Oh, so there's no roof.
No roof, no. This is like destroyed
alright.
ruins of a building that was probably intact at one point before the raid. Or maybe after the raid, who knows. But this is just one of those ones where they could have taken some random person's house, sure, but they chose to actually be somewhat considerate to the people around them. So,
Okay.
Can I see the people right here?
so you can see...
I doubt I could see that.
Yeah, you'd be able to see them if you went around the wall. It's one of those things where there wasn't really a reason for me to shadow the people that are out the gates, because you guys could probably just scout around and know, oh, there's these people here at the gates.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I will let you know, Zore and Millie were here a little bit here before you guys, so they at least have scouted it out, so they probably just let you guys know, hey, there's 2 guards at each gate, and there's a total of, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 guards in total just standing guard outside, essentially. They would have that info at the very least. So So yeah,
Okay.
you would know that much.
Do they rotate at all, or do they just stand there?
As far as they've been there, because they've only been here for an hour, as far as they can tell, they haven't rotated any time. But they've only been here for an hour, so, take that with a grain of salt.
Okay, where's the admiral? That's also the other question.
The Admiral is
Yes.
somewhere in there.
No, the admiral that's with us.
Oh, the Admiral. I'm currently making the token right now. I do apologize.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna.
yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I'm actively
Uh.
having to make it because I'm going into this with somewhat unprepared because
Alright.
partially because the little bit of time I did have for myself, I forgot. I'll be honest. I'm not perfect.
Right, okay.
Nah, you're fair. It's
yeah.
fine. I literally had to speed make an entire battle combat for a dungeon that I had to deal with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
Mm-hmm. What you got? I see your brain working.
well,
I mean,
Uh-huh.
what I'm going to do is, well, I have the, well,
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna play this like a complete scrub, and just climb up a tree, and just snipe people.
Okay, so I'm guessing you want to prep yourself and immediately, maybe not immediately
Like-
shoot, so you don't throw the rest of your party
Of
into
course.
a chaos.
Of course.
Okay.
But
okay.
right here.
Okay, yeah. You just move yourself up there. Roll me an athletics check. It probably won't be that hard because you have the jumping ability. You can jump a good ways. It's just the fact of grabbing onto a branch and lifting yourself up. So just roll me a quick little athletics.
That's 16.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you lift yourself up. The thing is, if you failed, you would have made a good amount of noise falling out of the tree. So that was kind of that weird thing.
Yeah, that's real nice. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, my plan is to just sit here and
Mhm.
fucking.
I really don't.
But also, I have an idea.
Okay.
I have the cube of force.
Yes.
I am going to. How far can I toss that thing? Or wait, no, sorry, the blast box. I missed.
So it's
60 feet. Okay.
Yeah, 60 feet. Yeah, I was gonna say it should say, but in case it didn't.
It does. Okay.
By the way, I am going to reveal the entire area that you guys haven't been able to see because you actually would be able to see fairly well into this area by
Yeah.
getting up on this tree. Also, Ublex,
Good.
I don't know what you're doing over in the corner over
Okay.
there, but yeah.
Alright.
Now you can see
Oh,
this place is
who are
crawling
these
with people.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this quietly.
Can I please cast Hypnotic Pattern?
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna tell you what
I-
you can and cannot do.
I
Listen,
can
my-
do a
listen, my
30-foot
plan-
cube right here and
I
get
mean, my-
these people.
Now, do you need to
mean-
see where you're putting it? I do need to ask
my
that.
plan is just.
Let's see.
Yeah, because you have your plan. You're going to be shooting from the trees.
It just
My other
says
pla-
within range.
Okay,
Wait,
with-
No, my
within
other
range,
plan is
okay.
my other plan is also just to yeet the blast box
That's-
here, and
That's valid. Is that a possible throw for you? How far is that? That's a 70 foot, so you could get it.
so it's right here.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
yeah. You could,
Yeah,
you
right
could do it
there.
right around there, right behind the Dragonborn. I will actually send you images of the two people that you can see that I feel like is fairly obvious. It's like looking for where's the JoJo stand? And there's these two people that just stand out tremendously. So first of all, you would see that there is one person talking. There is a human talking to a Dragonborn. The human, as I'm seeing the picture, looks to be pretty important. It's just a guess, of course, up to you on how you want to interpret that. But you can see that she has this black hair that kind of has, some blue highlights within it. Very black, gothic, type of eyeliner. I don't know if gothic's the word, but just, heavy eyeliner. Very pale skin. Black armor that kind of goes down the right arm, but not really covering around the left. The left is more decorative with kind of, a white fur and some type of, religious emblem kind of going down these, tapestries that kind of go down, like a cloth. She has this white shirt that has again, that same emblem just embedded near the chest area. And it's kind of, she has when it gets near the neck, kind of turtleneck, it goes from that white to that black. And then a black corset. Apparently she cared about fashion, crazy. And black pants that fit her fairly well. She's a pretty slender person. she's just really slender. That's the best way to put it. Tall but slender. And she does have some like metal like boots and like knee pad areas. So she does have some armor. It's just not a lot. Like it'll protect a few areas of the body, but it's not doing a whole lot. And she does seem to be carrying some type of like fancy looking spear. The other person that I'm currently grabbing the image for you guys is a golden dragonborn. With these golden scales that he seems to be wearing. He seems to be, where she's like a lot more slender, he seems to be a lot bulkier in size. Like very broad shoulders. He has these like horns that go back. And these like, you know, like, again, it's just dragonborn facial features. I don't think I can really describe that too well. Long snout! Long snout. He has a golden, or more bronzish almost, with the way it's kind of like given away. And just due to natural use. But this massive great shield that he seems to carry around with him. And kind of just like, pretty standard, like, iron and golden like plate armor essentially, with like, you know, like a yellowish tattered like robe coming from underneath the belt, you know, and then just some boots, you know, fairly just like knight-ish. There seems to be a common theme with knights seeming to be the picked out people for this raid mission. That does seem to be a common thing here. Yeah.
So.
Please, I want to cast hypnotic pattern.
I mean,
I do have an idea.
Okay. Is it a different idea?
Well, I actually, before I get up the tree, I'm gonna hand somebody the cube of force, which can create a barrier. It might be useful to have that, just in case.
Who are you gonna
like
add it to? Who are you giving it to? NPCs
Look,
are less likely to use it, so do keep that in mind.
Loki, you take it.
Oh god, okay, that's a choice. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Alright, Loki might
plan?
feed that to somebody and activate it.
No. The plan is that if things go badly, you can use that to like get your. You can like use it to, you know, get a barrier around yourself to fix that.
Okay, I see what you're going for. I see what you're going for.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Issa, since it says that it just needs to be in range, sometimes it'll say like you have to see the area. If there's nothing in it saying that you need to see the spot, then I don't see why you can't just cast it through that like destroyed up wall. I don't see why not.
It is right here.
Okay.
Oh,
so...
I thought that says everything. Hold on. What does it like say? What do I?
Wait.
There we go. There it is.
Hypnotic pattern, 120 feet. You create a twisting pattern of range 120 feet. Glowing stick incense. Now we don't care about components. Concentration. Okay, yeah, you don't need to see it. Cool. Okay, yeah, no, you can 100% do that whenever you want to. Whenever you guys think you are ready to start this, essentially to do an ambush round, everybody needs to roll a stealth check. It will be a group stealth. Because it's with how big of the group this is. So it'll just be one big group. So either y'all all are going to get an ambush round or nobody gets an ambush round. Yeah?
Is this the new Cube of Force or the old Cube of Force?
There's two of them? There shouldn't be two of them. Because Cube of Force is a homebrew and I only made it one time.
Oh, then I'm not seeing it.
Huh?
Yeah, because there's an actual D&D item called Cube of Force.
Ah, okay, yeah, no, I've never heard of that. Reed, you can just click onto it in your D&D inventory and just take a screenshot so he knows what he's looking for.
Okay.
That'll probably be your best way of doing that, because I don't have access to all sheets, because I actually can't look into your inventories, so I can't really help too much on that end.
Okay.
I make the stuff, but I can't really, you know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Here.
So I guess everybody can roll me a stealth check, and we can see
Hey,
how
with
the turn off.
Hey, with the cloak of the bat, I have advantage.
I know that's the base.
Yeah, that is truth. That is truth.
So
You can roll
that's
that.
The base D&D item.
That's an 18 from Olana.
1 sec.
A 31 from Nekamata.
There we go.
A
Advance.
nat 20 from Millie. Millie.
I got a 28 for my first roll.
Okay.
Gulp.
Who left with their 10? A 15 from Zure.
Okay, yeah, 28.
Okay. 28. Okay.
So,
Hmm?
Okay. Yeah. I got. Yeah, 28. Holy shit, that is a good roll.
That is alright. Yeah, that's not bad. So 28. Okay. So what about you, Loki?
I haven't rolled because I'm still trying to figure out this Cube of Force thing. Because what he sent me is the base D&D version.
Huh?
Unless you're talking about the blast box.
Blast box is what
you
you.
need the cube of force. The blast box is
Different.
blast box is the thing I'm keeping to yeet towards the two.
Oh, Cube of Force
know,
is the thing that you
people.
got from last session, right?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, just normal Cube of Force. I did not specify which one that was. I'm gonna be honest. I've only seen that item one time in my entire life, and I honestly forgot it exists. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the blast box. That's why I was like, yeah, that should be homebrew. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. I see where you're going with this.
Okay.
So I guess just use the legacy version. I didn't know. Yeah.
Okay, 'cause they're very different.
Okay. God, why are they different? It's
Yeah,
the same
one gives
item.
you access to spells, one doesn't.
Not the one with the spells. You guys got this from a bunch of troops.
Cool. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Alright, while we're doing this fight, I'm gonna have to read that and figure out what the fuck that does.
Yeah. Unless Rick can tell you which one he specifically grabbed, and then, but otherwise, I'm just gonna assume it was that one.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You were right. It's the legacy one.
Okay.
My stealth is 25. I rolled an 18. I actually rolled weirdly well.
All right. Cool. Where the heck did the Admiral sheet go? I was gonna roll for her, and she's disappeared. D&D Beyond, did you delete another sheet? It did.
Yes.
It deleted another sheet. Okay, right. I guess I'm doing a lot of things on the fly today. Okay, cool. Here we go. So I'm just
Also,
going.
maybe try reloading it because they're reloading the page and looking her up. Because I
I've
know
done
that
it.
sometimes happens.
I've done it 3 times already. I've already tried it. I've tried every single thing that I can think of doing. Yeah. Because, nope, it's just gone. That is straight up gone. Okay. Because I put her in a specific private campaign on D&D Beyond that I do for characters like this so I can keep track of them easily, and it just straight up removed her out of existence. Right. Alright. Well, I know what she had, so it's fine. So I'm actually going to, weirdly enough, I actually know her spells, so it's whatever. Never mind, nat 1. It didn't matter what she got anyways. It doesn't matter. Despite nat 1 and nat 20 for Millie will kind of cancel each other out. You guys did meet the DC, so you can do the ambush round without a problem. Since this is kind of Usagi's territory, we will let his turn start it up first. I think that's pretty fair.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Okay. Well, I am going to toss the blast box here. This is 60 feet.
Okay. So yeah, you can chuck it, like you can chuck this blast box over the wall.
Sorry. Well, first I need to cloak myself, but
Okay.
just in case.
So you bonus action cloak.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna use that blast box right here.
All right.
So it'll
Yeah.
hit-
So you throw it 60 feet across over the walls, and you throw it. It lands like in between the Dragonborn and some random grunt.
So
All
he
right.
must. So all these people. Wait, Dragonborn and her because it's 10 foot.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it lands in between the grunt and the Dragonborn. I'm not saying the radius
cool.
is that. That's just
All right. Cool.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So they all must make a
Hmm.
They must make a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
Okay, okay. Also, oh goodness, okay, y'all started getting quiet randomly again, so I'm gonna boost you guys a little bit here.
They need to. They need
Okay.
to make. No, that's because I was leaning away from my mic like an idiot.
Gotcha.
Okay. They need to make a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
Okay, let's see. So, for the human, she will fail by 1. And... Okay, so you would see the Dragonborn. You see that he would succeed, but instead he is going to basically spin around and using his reaction, he will tank the damage for her. So he will take hers and his damage.
Oh, well, that's convenient, isn't it?
Yep.
Probably his job.
I know that. I know that, but it's still convenient, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It is convenient. This
really,
is true.
I really hope Issa does the hypnotic pattern, because I have something that's equally stupid.
Alright, this is my... Alright, that's my turn. I can't do anything else.
What's the damage?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
2d8. So that's 2d8 thunder damage.
Infinity.
Let me roll that.
Okay, so 2d8 thunder damage. Okay. Cool.
And is pushed 10 feet away from the point of impact.
Okay. So, weirdly enough, they're in a
13
weird
damage.
13
But
damage.
he takes double, doesn't it?
It won't be.
Double, doesn't it?
It'll be 13 and then halved on the second one because he technically beat his DC. So she just didn't beat hers. So he takes full damage for hers and then he takes half of his. So then it'll be 13 and then a 7. So that'll be 20 total damage that he will take from that.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Cool.
Good.
And he gets pushed 10 back feet. She's right behind him. So technically, he doesn't really get pushed back because the wall's in the way.
And also, this guy would get pushed back.
I actually got to roll his dex save. The grunts get a +2 to their dex saves. He actually met the DC.
What?
The grunt's weirdly dexterous.
Legends. He almost got behind the wall.
It was 13. Alright, you see this grunt get blasted, stumble back, slam into the wall, and you see him barely standing up, like kind of bloody. Like there is blood coming from his eyes, his nose, and his ears. And you can see him like kind of wavering, like, oh god. Like he looks like he's about to fall. But he's barely standing.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Oh
okay.
boy.
Issa, are you doing that hypnotic pattern?
Yeah, I want to do it right here.
Okay. So, let me draw out a box. That's too many colors for me. I'm sorry. That green's messing with me with that pink. Yeah, okay. Thank you. All right, thank you. It's funny till I can't see the color. Okay, I put in the box so we know where it's at. Okay, so everybody in the hypnotic pattern has to roll a wisdom save, right?
Yeah, and they have to beat 17.
Okay, so I'm gonna have all the grunts rolling as like one big tangency.
Okay.
Except for the one that got that barely survived because for some reason he's special, so I guess he gets to roll separate. Like,
Fuck yeah.
So you see all those grunts. What is the DC again?
17.
17. So you see all these grunts. Let me check that last one. All these grunts, except the one that got hit by the blast box, begin wavering and like waving side to side, side to side, side to side, as they become hypnotized. Except the one that survived the blast.
Oh man, he was like still in shock from the blast.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, what the
Now,
Oh.
as for the Dragonborn, he succeeds with flying colors. And the human succeeds with flying colors.
Damn. Alright, well, that works out. I want to Eldritch Blast the woman.
Damn, that's kind of personal. Okay.
I'm gonna try to pull it towards us.
Tell me what you get.
That's such a stupid plan.
Was it 18 hit?
18. Let me double check. That will not hit as the Dragonborn gets in the way.
Oh my god.
Damn it. It's really got us. This guy's really got a savior complex, doesn't he? Anyway.
So
I mean,
I
it's
got a
his
nat
job.
20.
Alright, so the nat 20, you will nail, you will shoot it just enough to where it goes over the shield, and you see him jump as he takes the nat 20 to the head.
Oh. Yeah.
Man has infinite intercept. Understood.
Uh-huh. You might have picked up his gimmick by now.
Got it. We have to kill him first. It's not optional.
He's loyal.
You love the cause. Fucking fuck off.
Okay, let me know how much
So
damage
how-
we've taken from this.
How much do I roll for the crit again?
So you roll normal damage, and then you double it.
Oh, cool.
Heck yeah. So, like, let's say you roll 700 damage, it would become 1,400. So,
Fuck it.
16.
alright, 16. That sucks that you rolled low. I apologize on that. But yeah, you do 8 bludgeoning damage to this guy, and that is a strike to the head, so I'm gonna have him roll a con save. Why is he like this? He could... Okay, so, shoot someone in the head, get that 20 on them. You have a chance of just giving them a concussion. No. In fact, this guy's got a head made out of steel. But he will take the 8 bludgeoning damage. Or force damage,
Force.
apologies. Force, yeah.
16 force damage. Woo.
16, heck yeah. Okay. And is that all?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Acrid, what you got?
Yeah. I'm about to fuck over every single one of these dancing people.
Okay.
As this giant fuck off bell tower drops out of the sky.
Oh my
What?
god. Yeah, so...
What
Oh, normally it comes out of the ground, but okay, yeah, sure. So you guys see as Loki snaps his finger and a bell tower comes crashing out from the sky, clearing the clouds around it as it slams into the ground and cements into it like as if it was built there like 500 years ago.
What is this?
It is a 60-foot tall bell tower that takes about 2x2. And wait, no, you
So-
put it center point on that grunt.
It's right. It might. It might either go onto the grunt or it might miss him by a hair.
Deck save? This is not a part of the spell. I just have to. Now what? He's dead. It falls on his body. He doesn't even see it coming. Like you see it with the
He
shadow.
shouldn't.
You see the shadow approaching. It's not until it's like right there that you see him look up, and all you hear is a oh. That's so stupid.
While dancing a jig, by the way.
Yeah.
Fucking hypnotic pattern.
Yeah, dude. God.
Alright, then all of them get to make a con save.
Okay, so everyone in that radius. Alright, you wanna like, hold on, stretch out that circle one time. I'm gonna make a circle, thing here. Oh god, I forgot how much it sucks to make a circle. Okay, hold on, and then, can I grab, no, you're gonna make me zoom in and mess up everything on OBS. You suck, roll 20, nah, I'm kidding, I love you, mwah. Okay, and then just,
Wait!
Dude, caught in 4K, for real. You know what? It's slightly bigger. You know what? It is what it is. If someone else gets caught in that, too bad. Sucks to suck.
I mean, it fell out of the sky. It's already proven to be special.
Yeah, it's a special one. It actually has it's a slightly weird radius. Okay, and then
It's like I descend from the clouds, bitch.
So, all the grunts caught in there with their natural 2. How much damage did that do to them?
A bit. Let me roll.
Dude, what in the world? Okay.
Alright, cool. So that is, 17 necrotic thunder damage.
Okay, so you see all of the grunts fall to the floor that got hit by it. So that's hold on, I need to put down X's here. So you see 2 halfling grunts that were that the bell tower fell down right beside them. fall over dead. You see one of the ones that was barely in the hypnotic pattern's radius fall over dead, which was another halfling. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 humans fall dead, and 2 of those were the ones that were guarding the gate you guys are trying to breach from. So that's cool.
Doors open, guys.
Yeah. And you see the Dragonborn just kind of like place his back onto the human. You see the human place their hand on him as you see basically probably the damage convert to him.
Oh my god.
As you see him grit his teeth. As he takes his damage and their damage.
Is he a goddamn? Well, I think I know what class he is, and their whole gimmick is this. I fucking hate this character. I know for a fact he's fucking tanky.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you it's not what you might think it is. This is a little bit of homebrew stuff I did recently.
Oh no.
Yeah. Alright. So next
I know there's a paladin that can do that.
Yeah. I can't say anything or do anything for you on that answer. But next up will be Nekomata. Nekomata's actually going to start heading on in here. She has a movement of 30 feet a turn. I actually don't think she can get to anybody within her turn. So what she's going to do is she's going to enter into the base and stealth. Oh yeah, no, she's gone. Usagi, you thought you saw her? No, you didn't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as she disappears into the night. Millie. Actually, we'll do the Admiral, because she's like kind of in front of it. Millie. The Admiral! You see her look back to you, Loki, and just go, well, I'll go deal with the rest of the grunts. Have fun. And you see her leap across the base to the other gate.
Oh, bye.
As she gets in between 2 of the people and swings with the great sword she has. Finally, she's in plate armor and she's making that jump. That's a... Hold on, how far is that distance? That was a 100-foot jump.
What the fuck?
Uh-huh. And then she still had enough movement to move 15 feet to get next to these 2 grunts. And she does a cleaving strike towards 2 of them. And she does hit. As the 2 of them, I want to be honest, the chances of them living this is not very high. It's a great sword. Yeah, no, with a natural 10 plus her strength, which I will not be saying, of damage, they will fall into the ground dead. As these 2 grunts basically fall. I want to mention she couldn't just do a normal, like, cleave. She had to, like, cleave at an angle, like, horizontal down, because there was a human and a halfling. So it was almost like, god, this is an inconvenience.
Fuck your knees, human.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Goodness. Weirdly enough, she really can't do much else. Not because she doesn't have an extra turn, but just because she can't get to anybody else. The only people that she could have done attacked with range, they're dead. So, because of the bell.
Luckily, these 2 actually aren't in the bell's radius.
That's true.
The 2 that you just axed.
Yeah.
They're in the hypnotic pattern.
Yep. Oh, no, yeah,
you're
right. So, no, she can do something then. No, never mind. I got it mixed up. Right, yeah, so, no, there's still those 2. So, she can cast... No, never mind. No, she used the bonus action for the jump. No, I'm stupid. I'm reading that. My bad. Alright. Next up would be... We'll go with Zore. Zore is going to go out of her way to move the 30 feet that she can move in.
Wait.
Hmm?
Why did they die?
Those 2?
Yeah, they're not in the bell.
I don't know why they died either. I don't know why.
Aura farming.
Aura farming, for real.
Yeah.
Honestly, it probably won't end up mattering either way because the raid's going to end up doing stuff, so I'll probably have to put it back on. But, either way, she is going to cast, God, dude, gotta love spellcasters. She would just go ahead and cast 2nd level. They're actually 1st level, because there's no way they're worth anything more than that. She will cast Earth Tremor, as they can both roll a dex save. I think that is an AoE, if I do remember correctly. Oh, it's only a 10-foot radius. Actually, will she be on? No, she can't reach them. Never mind. Okay, screw that. Alright, she's using cantrips. So she's going to use Hellfire twice. Because I don't see them being worth a spell slot at any point in time for this. So they would both be rolling Charisma saves. Because I think it is a singular range. Yeah. So Charisma save for that, and Charisma save for that. So they both fail their Charisma save. And they will each be taking 2d4 fire damage. As like a little pillar of fire, a very small one, it's nothing massive. But a small little pillar of fire kind of just like goes halfway up their body. It's not even over the entire body, but it does 3 and then 5 fire damage. So they don't die, they kind of just take some damage. That's weirdly lackluster for a cantrip, not gonna lie.
It does 2 doses of d4s of damage.
Yeah, it's 2d4, but...
It does it twice, because one set's fire, one set's necrotic.
Oh, okay, so the thing's already set up as a 2d4 on my thing, but then it says a d4 damage plus d4 necrotic. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, you just have to roll it twice.
Okay, gotcha, cool. Alright. So that was 8 then in total to one person, and then 10 to the other person. Alright, cool. I mean, they're still not gonna die, but, you know, they're still at least close to being dead at this point. That is...
Whoa, step into the bell, bitch.
Yeah. Next up will be Millie. Millie will be going her 55 feet of movement. Because she's a monk. She will move, like, right up on top of a dead body because she doesn't care. She can't really see it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I love the idea of her just phasing through the fucking bell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, she kind of just, like, goes around it. I'm gonna be honest. She kind of just walks around it, and then she would just stealth. As that will be her bonus action, because she can't really do much else. And that will be a 21 for her stealth, so she disappears fairly well. Alana! You're the last one that hasn't gone. Alright, that is a 15... with your 45 movement speed, you gotta go ahead and, see, that's 55, 50, 45, so 45, you're, okay, bell tower, that speed, so you can go right around it, you can't do much else. None of you guys are hurt, so weirdly enough, she can't really, like, heal you either? She would just save her bonus action. Yeah, that's all she can do. Alright, cool, that's, I guess, the end of that turn, so that would enter to the enemy's turn. As it will now enter into all the grunts' turns. So the grunts, those two are hypnotized. You have the
Special boy.
Yeah, you only have 2 that are actually conscious right now, because every other one is hypnotized. Oh, actually no, 4, because the 4 at the gates. Okay, I'm gonna be real. They saw a massive bell tower fall out of, like, the sky into the base. They're probably gonna run into the base. And I hate to say it, but they probably would enter the range of both the hypnotic pattern and the bell tower. Because they wouldn't know what this is. So I'm going to have them roll a wisdom and a con save. First the wisdom save. So they become immediately hypnotized the second they enter the radius. And then... they actually succeeded the saves? So they succeeded the con save, not the wisdom save. So they are hypnotized, but I think they still take half damage if I remember right. But they're not deafened. So you can still roll the damage, yeah.
If they take damage to get out of the hypnotic pattern.
They can't. Okay, so they can take damage to get out of it then. I actually need to roll the other. Thank you for letting me know that. Because there's 2 guys that got hit.
No problem.
Alright, cool. So the halfling that got hit from before that was hypnotized is actually getting back to consciousness, and so does the human. So so these guys right here that was attacked by Zurai are actually fully conscious now. What is the damage, by the way, for that bell tower?
16 necrotic thunder.
Alright, so they trip,
they
fall,
take 8.
slam into that wall in front of them, and then they embed their bodies into it as their heads pop off.
Neat!
Yeah. Overly detailed, but doesn't matter. Alright, you see the halfling. Run towards Zurai. He will be running his con save, but he will also do that attack. He does, with his dagger, and like over his head, run up to Zurai. He does not see Nekomata. Nekomata's using Zurai like a shield. As the halfling jumps up, and you see Zurai just kind of step back like, why are you running at me like that? And then get stabbed in the shoulder.
Why are you running?
Because it's just the most like barbaric. Also, haha, I get it. The barbaric,
Thank
just
you.
like the halflings acting like a maniac. It's not very common for a halfling. He does 3 piercing damage to Zora. Okay. What about that bell tower damage?
How's that con safe, bud?
Trust me, it's not good.
Oh. So with the 17 necrotic thunder damage he takes for being in the radius now.
Yeah, so he falls over dead.
Just the bell sitting there tolling like dumbass.
God. You see, like, the one human that, like, got snapped out of hypnotism, you see him kind of, like, look around like, alright, what do I do? I've been burned. I just snapped out of unconsciousness. What's going on? There's a bell tower? Why? When was there
a lot
a
of
bell?
dead people?
When we get this construction, how long has it been? Like, you would see him look to what seems to be a blind person tapping their, like, staff on the ground, and you see that moment like, oh, they probably stumbled into here. The guards probably tried attacking her, and she probably knocked them out. Here, I'm just gonna help her out. You see him begin walking towards Millie, like, not really waving, but kind of just like, you hear him just saying like, "Hey, ma'am, are you good? I can help you out of this base. I hate for you to get in trouble, you know, and all that. Like, I'll come over there. I'll help you out."
No.
As he rolls a con save.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And with his nat one, as you see him say, "Yeah, you know, I have our grandma just," and then you see him crumple over and die. That bell tower is kind of a problem.
Oh, Mr. Loki just is like, huh. Well, whoops.
Whoops, yeah.
Not my fault. He walked into it.
Yeah, no, you are right. The 2 ones at the gate are going to try and, like, I'm gonna be honest, they need to roll persuasion. They just saw their admiral cleave. God, I hate losing so many enemies in one round, but, like, there's a reason for this. They look at the admiral, and you see one of the halflings just go, "Not enough booze, not enough pay," and you see the halfling walk off.
Fair enough. Have a nice day, bud.
You see the other one look back at the halfling, look at the admiral, look back at the halfling, coward, as he runs up at the admiral with his cutlass. He tries to
So I
take a
see you lacked the survival
Yep.
instincts.
As with his nat 1, the admiral turns around and hits him with the blunt end, sending him somewhere into the forest. Who knows where? As you see
I
her
just love
skip
the
him.
idea.
Yeah.
I love the idea that all we see is this tiny halfling walk behind a wall, and then we see the blur of him going the other direction.
Yeah, like you see him like basically like kind of like walk behind a wall. You see the admiral spin and like turn her blade to a blunt side, and you hear a bang, just a bang, and then you see the body go flying, skipping across the ground like it was a rock being tossed across the lake. He's probably dead. God, that's
Non-lethal, TM.
Tim, yeah. I'm gonna be real. They were supposed to. The grunts, I gave some of them higher health. They just no.
Yeah, I saw so many of them close together. I was like, I'm dropping the bell tower. This is literally what it's for. It's crowd clearance.
But also, I'm happy that y'all did this sort of thing because y'all don't get to use AoE stuff much. Heck, the warlock who's built an AoE build does not get to use AoE. So I'm happy that y'all actually get to use some AoE.
Also, they were kind of fucked anyways. It's like, alright, cool, you succeed the con save.
Yeah.
Alright, cool, you can't move.
Yeah.
So you're just stuck in the radius, getting
So
necrotized while dancing.
Yeah.
You can't fucking do anything.
We created such a wild radius for them. We created something
Like-
so horrible.
I was so happy to see that this was a compact base. I was like, this is about to get really funny if there's a lot of people in here.
Oh man, valid,
Yeah.
valid. As next up would be the human. As you'd see her look around, You're like kind of just noticing the little bits of like, hey, there's a lot of falling bodies. How does she know? Because there's walls in the way. You see, again, kind of ruined walls. So some of these are more like half walls, like half cover, more than an actual proper cover. So it's kind of the thing, she can see some of the, like, she doesn't see the halflings, they're too short, but she can see at least some of the humans falling over. It's like, that's not good. Why is there a bell tower? Oh, that hurts. For my friend. As you would see her just say to the Dragonborn, just, alright, move it back, we move back, come on. As she starts moving back, and you see the Dragonborn move back out of the radiuses. As I'm grabbing this right now. Okay, she cannot use that on literally any of y'all. I'm sorry, the spell Dominate Monster will not work on any of y'all.
Yay, I don't classify as a monster. Woo.
Yeah.
I'm an undead, but I'm not a monster.
Yeah. The Monster Corps would disagree, but they don't get a say in that.
Dude, that'd be the most fucked thing ever to see Dominate Monster work on a person.
Yeah, it's that's kind of fucked. I'm gonna be honest. Like, oh man. All right, yeah, no. As you would see her kind of just look around, start to think. And you would see as she would, actually weirdly enough, the stuff that she does not do what I want it to do. And so she's going to do a different way around this then. You would see, as you would see like this crackling of lightning begin to form around her fingers. As kind of weirdly enough, the only person she can see right now is Loki. Hey. As you see her lift her hands and she begins to float 5 feet up in the air. As she points to you, and a bolt of lightning launches from her finger. As she attempts to launch you with lightning. Roll me a dex save. Launch you with lightning.
I know what spell that is, and I hate that spell being used against me.
Don't worry, it's a modified form.
Oh, so it's worse.
Because you're probably dealing with the Vice Admiral. I feel like at this point it's pretty obvious with her being protected by the Dragonborn. I don't think I gotta hide that.
Yeah. A lot of guards, too.
Yeah.
Yay for advantage against dex saves, and not fucking helping me.
What'd you get?
So with my fuck off 13, I kind of just stand there.
Yeah, no, it's kind of that like shock moment of like, what do you mean she can fly? And then a bolt of lightning, and it cracks you.
I'm so glad I used my bonus action to rage early. I'm so glad I gave myself resistance. This is about to hurt.
Oh yeah, because I want to mention this is not like a normal one. As it comes crackling towards you. And it ends up dealing, and I'm going, oh, I almost hit my cup. That is full of tea. I don't want to get that on the computer. I cry.
Brother.
Alright, that's 3, 6, 2. So that's 6, 6, 2, 3, 3. So that's 5, 7, 6, 6. So 7 plus 12, that's 19. 19 plus the extra things. Okay. Math, do the math. Okay, cool. So that's going to be 27 lightning damage that you are going to take. As she expends her first level spell slot. And, as she will then look to you, Loki. And you can roll me a wisdom save. As she goes from, as soon as she's done pointing at you, she then flicks her hand upwards and snaps.
Okay. That's not good.
And then she floats that back down after that, right behind the Dragonborn again.
I'm not good at wisdom saves. I really... Okay. This is nearly the best I can get with this.
Uh-huh.
I only have a +3 to these.
Okay.
I got a 21. That's a natural 18.
Natural 18. 21. Okay,
yeah.
So you have this. Okay. Cool.
So I succeeded.
Yeah, you succeeded. So you see, out of the ground, comes this, like, electric-formed hand, this lightning hand, that crackles out of the ground and grabs onto your ankle. But before it can do, like, a proper, like, surge of lightning up your body, you basically shake it off. So it'll end up doing half damage.
Woo.
As she is a modified form of Toll the Dead.
Bitch.
Okay, as she will do 17 more lightning damage to you. You can have that, obviously. I'm not going to have it for you, but you know.
Yeah, I'm doing math.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. I took some damage.
All right.
Look, he's just kind of standing there like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. As you would see the Dragonborn begin to look around and think. As you would see him look around, crack his neck, and you see for a brief second he lowers the shield, brings it back like he's about to throw a punch, and hurls it at you, Loki.
Oh, it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
As it spins at you like Captain America's shield, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my god.
Do that?
It's a goddamn kite shield. That's not how shields work.
But it's a great shield too. As let me know if this hits. Does a 20 hit?
No.
Okay, so
Barely. I basically get my chains up to block it.
Yeah, so this shield comes flying at you. You bring your chains up and hold, like, basically one hand on one end, one hand on the other, and basically stretch it out, and you feel this heavy weight come colliding into it, and you barely stop it before it ends up striking your throat. As you then shove it back off, and it goes flying back at him. You see him catch it by the handle, spin, and throw it again.
Oh, you motherfucker.
As now he got a 22 to hit.
You a bitch. That's gonna hit.
Alright, so, as it hits, I will be honest, this is a funny thing about his shield. Roll me, how many slots, how many, like, spell slot types do you have? Like, first, second, third, how many? Is it just 1 to 3? Because you're like a third caster.
I have second.
You have first and second, you don't have third, correct?
Nope.
Okay, so roll me a d4. And let me know what you get.
3.
So you feel as the shield absorbs one of your second level spell slots.
Cool, I have no second level spell slots anymore.
Yeah! Welcome to the spell shield, spell stealing shield. As it deals, 12 bludgeoning damage. As he had not put, luckily for you, any extra bonus things onto it. And you would see him save his bonus action. As it is now your turn, once again. So Usagi, since you started up, we're going to have you do the first attack.
Alright.
What you got?
Well, I'm going to shoot this guy.
Alright. So which guy? I'm guessing you're talking about the Dragonborn? I didn't get to see it. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, go ahead. Aim for the Dragonborn.
With my arrows, here we go. Oh, right. Yeah, let's use a charge, shall we?
Uh-huh. What charge are you using it for?
Any, Arrow of the Sun.
Alright, so extra damage then.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
So, let's see if this hits, shall we?
Let's see. Let me know what you get.
That's a nat 1.
Nat 1, okay. That is so unlucky. I apologize.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
So, here's what happens, right? You pull...
Am I gonna fall tree?
I'll let you know. I actually have to roll the d4 to see which thing's gonna happen. The one thing I can guarantee you can no longer happen to you, at least with this weapon, or actually either of your weapons. Both of your weapons are immune to this now. You can't break these weapons. So,
oh my God.
that is not an issue anymore. Okay.
Good.
Cool. Weirdly enough, you predicted your own future. So as you begin to pull this like arrow back, and you begin to like kind of like lean a little bit to the right to try and get a better angle on this Dragonborn, you lose your balance. As kind of like your ring that Vilva gave you, you know, that one that allows you to swap between man and woman temporarily, you see it for a brief second flicker as the magic kind of goes wonky for a second. As like you kind of grow the chest and you know what you had there for a bit back for a split second, throwing you off balance, and then it goes back to your normal form. But it's just enough for a split second to basically cause you to lose your ground as you fall out of the tree.
Dear.
You will take some bludgeoning damage from this. So let's see what you take. It's just falling out of a tree, so it's not going to be a lot. It will be doubled, but it won't be a lot anyway, so it won't matter. That was 3 bludgeoning, so it's doubled, so you take 6 bludgeoning, as you kind of just land on your side a little horribly.
Oh.
Yeah.
How much damage?
6. Not much. It's just, yeah. That's like one of the better
Wait.
outcomes, I'm going to be honest. Alright.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That was just
Great.
your action. What do you want to do with your bonus action? I do apologize. That sucks. I felt bad, because, like, you've only got to throw your blast box and all that. God, dude, I'm horrible.
I let me see here.
I have such a stupid plan.
Oh boy, I saw Loki move forward. Once he gets his bonus action out of the way, you can do whatever you want, man.
Oh, I know. Oh, don't worry. This Dragonborn's gonna regret having armor.
I don't really. Oh wait. I do have one thing.
Issa, did I ever ask you to like roll athletics to be in a tree? Because I'm realizing you wouldn't have been able to shoot unless you were in a tree. This is like a weird oversight for me. I don't know how I messed that up.
Well,
I just pictured slime going
I'm in
up
a
a fucking
tree.
tree.
Yeah, you're probably in a tree.
Well, I have boiling blood.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Your choice.
Well, I have
Alright.
boiling. Well,
Boiling blood?
I got
my bonus
advantage
action.
on those.
My
Okay.
bonus action, I will cast
I
boiling blood on
rolled
this
2
guy.
19s.
Okay, cool. Alright, I got 2 people talking at the same time, but I heard it both, so it's fine. So, also,
yeah.
best of luck with that roll. Oh, 22s, you don't fall off. So, Usagi, you get up, you poke your head out of the bush that you landed in.
I'm still invisible.
Yeah, you're still invisible.
Oh.
You're still invisible. Now, when you attack, you keep in mind that that's normally when you lose invisibility. So after this, you lose your invisibility. But it won't matter. Roll me that con save. Or no, are you doing the con save or are you rolling it to hit?
Rolling to hit? Wait, what?
No,
Why
because
I wouldn't use my invisibility on.
No, I'm asking. What I'm trying to ask is, do you want him to do a con save or do you want him to do the to hit? Because that's one of the only spells that has like 2 versions. The boiling blood.
The hit.
Oh, you're doing the to hit. Okay, would you roll for the to hit?
23.
Okay, yeah, so you chuck this boiling ball of blood that you, like, pulled out of the bush that, like, Yanessa had, like, sitting on it like a berry for some reason. You don't know why she did that. But you chuck it, and you see it, like, splatter onto this guy's left shoulder. Roll that damage.
18 damage.
18, yeah, you see, when it hits and collides with his left shoulder, you see a lot of it also splatter onto his neck as it begins burning into the inside of his neck. As, like, blood begins to splurt out of the shoulder and neck area, these burns beginning to form, and you see him collapse to the ground, like, unable to even yell for help because of the way it hit. This guy was hypnotized, so even if he wanted to, he would have had disadvantage on that deck save. Actually, no, I think it might have just been a guaranteed, right? No, it would have been confident. It would just be, I don't know. It would have been, who cares? He's dead. It's been a minute, okay? Give me a break. Yeah, no, you killed that guy, 100%. Loki, what are you doing?
So I did a half dash,
Mm-hmm.
but I actually have a mechanic that lets me. I realized I have an ability when I can use but anyway, I actually wait no. Oh, this is cool. This is like a bonus little extra feature, so I actually get to heal.
Okay.
So when I use a second wind, so Loki just essentially takes a breath as he's moving. And he can move an additional up to half his speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Oh, that is nice. Heck
So he just gets to move a little bit further. It's like a tactical shift, is what it's called.
Hell yeah.
So
That's awesome.
he regains 14 health, which with him, that's really annoying. That
Yeah.
And then he's going to start spinning the chains as he's like, he looks at the lady with like, I'm not even gonna bother with you yet. You, however, Amir,
That's fair.
looking at the fucking Dragonborn. However, what they would see is these like 3 really shiny orbs on the chains burst.
Heck
Because
yeah.
Loki's gonna use all 3 charges
Okay.
as these fuck off beetles are
Ah.
going to fucking swarm this Dragonborn.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. Yeah, these little beetles start like swarming towards him. Since they are summons, they start doing their stuff in the next turn, but they basically immediately started like getting onto him like, alright.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
These bursts from the board. These are only hostile. Neat. Okay. Okay, so I will roll my fucking 4 fuck off to hits. Oh my god.
Alright, what'd you
What
get?
are these rolls?
Are they good or bad? What are we looking at?
Really good. I rolled 2 nat 20s in a row.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure how the fuck that happened. Then again, I've been rolling kind of shit with Loki for a little while, so that's kind of actually nice to see.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll be honest, like, you kind of have been rolling horrible. Yeah, it's kind of nice to see that. Now, if we can just turn Usagi's luck around with it in the process, that would be great.
Yeah,
that'd
that'd also be awesome.
I'm cheering for all of y'all. I feel like I brutalize some player characters sometimes, and I do apologize. I'm always cheering for y'all. I feel bad when y'all don't do well, I'm gonna be honest.
It's okay, man. It just happens.
Yeah.
So my lowest... Yeah, no, yeah, that's very lore accurate. So my lowest to hit is a 25.
25? Okay, yeah. That will, I think that meets his AC. Yeah, no, that'll hit him. That'll hit him. I'm not saying with actual AC. I'm not saying that is the AC, but that does indeed hit him.
Okay.
So yeah, roll your damages.
Neat. Fucking whoa. So that is, I'll double it for you. Just for ease. 34 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Plus an additional 34 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Plus an additional 21 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Of course the non-crits will higher.
Yeah, of course. It's how it always goes.
Oh yeah, and then the last chain only deals a menacing 11.
Okay.
Which is minimum.
Alright. Gotcha. Alright, as he enters bloodied.
Yeah, fucking checks.
He's been taking a lot of damage.
Not enough. Die already. Okay, cool. That's, I think, all I can do.
Alright. Okay. Ublex, what do you got?
I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill them all.
Whoa,
I'm gonna kill them all.
Whoa, you have an Odysseus crash out here. Okay.
I am going. Whoa. I'm going to pull the Dragonborn guy towards me. At
Okay.
least try to with my Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
Does a 24 hit?
That will hit, yes.
Alright.
11
As
force
I
damage.
pull
Okay.
11 damage as I pull him 10 feet closer to me.
Okay.
That
Let me
will give
move
Loki
him.
an opportunity attack? Question mark.
That is,
That will.
unfortunately,
yes.
he is still in my range.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
because I
he's a
have a
10-foot
10-foot
range.
range.
Yeah.
It's the most like normal people. Yes, Loki. No. If he's pulled again, then yes, he will exit my range, and he'll be getting smacked again.
Okay. Well, I can only do 2 pulls away. I'm gonna do like these 2 pulls away, and then 2
Hell yeah.
pulls forward towards Loki. Does it 18 hit?
That will not. As you so like
Okay.
you launched this first one and you managed to like almost use your Eldritch Blast like a whip, like a long whip. As you make it wrap around his shield, you manage to pull him forward a little bit, and then it snaps. And you try to do it again, and he just raises the shield and kind of like angles it this time so it reflects off and bounces into the sky.
Shit. All right, now I'm gonna do the pushing away ones.
Okay.
All right, 12 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Oh my
I
god.
swear if he ends
I
up
don't think a
behind
16
me.
hits.
Okay, great. He's not behind me.
Yeah, so, no,
Alright.
the 12 and 16 will not hit. I do apologize.
It's all good.
Is that the end of your turn?
You're.
Nuh-uh. Okay,
What?
so,
What do you mean?
when I say nuh-uh, because there's nobody here, you see Olana go, alright, well, huzzah. She lifts her hands up. Usagi, you get her action, and Ublex, you get her bonus action.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get it. You can use an action. Issa, you have a bonus action to use.
Okay, can I crawl back up the tree?
Yeah, you can go. You can crawl back up the tree. I'm not gonna make you roll another check. You've done it before, so you know how to get up there fine.
Good.
Oh man, I want to mention it's like the goofiest. Like all you heard, Usagi, was "You can do it," and like for Ublex, what you saw was you saw Olana say that, and she waves to you, jumping up and down happily.
Okay.
That's it. That's her whole turn. So yeah, I guess Usagi, since you were first. What are you doing with that action?
Okay. Man, I thought I was going up the tree.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna. That's a free action. It's whatever.
All right, fine. I'm gonna try and blast this guy again.
All right, go for it. I believe in you, man. This is like your home turf. You know what? Screw it.
Dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. Inspiration die. Inspiration die. Roll a d4. Roll a d4.
Okay.
Please.
I don't think a 20 hits.
Come on.
21.
All right, cool. You hit now.
Oh my god, don't you fucking tell me his fucking AC is 21. That is the most infuriating.
It is.
Oh,
it
what?
is.
Convenient, isn't it? Okay, now I have
Yeah.
to calculate all. Okay, now I have to calculate my damage. Give me a minute.
Yeah, my reason is home turf. Yeah.
Right. The
Fucking guidance from some point, because she still technically has a bonus action.
Yeah.
Right.
No, she gave her bonus
Right,
action
okay.
to Issa, but yeah.
But she has her one from last turn, because she didn't
Oh
use
yeah,
it.
yeah, guidance, yeah. Okay, what'd you do?
All right, I forgot. I forgot to specify that I was using a charge. Oh well.
That's fine. I'll let you do it because you did it last time, anyways. Just don't let it happen again. But for now, I'll let it slide. It's fine.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
How fucking dare you, Reed.
All right, for the regular damage, for the piercing,
Okay.
that's 14.
Okay.
For the arrow of the sun, that is 3d4 fire damage.
All right.
That's 6.
All
And
right.
for sneak attack.
Yeah.
Oh boy. 21 more damage.
All right. 21. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So with that 21, yeah, you 100% can just like just like you burn him. You burn him.
Yep.
It was a sneak attack and all that. Yeah. No, that definitely hurt.
Bing. There we
Heck
go.
yeah. All right. As next up would be Millie Millie, as Millie Millie is going to basically walk around, tapping her foot very lightly, and you see her get in between the wall and Alana and just go, right? Apologies if I accidentally beat the shit out of you. I don't think you overrun, so I'm going to keep going. As she keeps going, she gets right in front of the Dragonborn and just goes, there you are. I think that's you. According to the weight that I can pick up on your tremor, you're a big guy. Right, well, if you don't mind.
God.
As she tries to jab him in the throat.
I hearing that also in the I'm gonna be real Loki scene, like, man, I must be confusing as fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Okay, so you see her first try to jab him in the throat with her quarterstaff as he knocks that one aside with like not even the shield, but just moves his other hand out of the way, knocks it to the side, and then you would see her then spin the quarterstaff. So the other hand, so she uses that momentum to then spin the other end to smack him in the neck. As that will be max
So
damage.
fucking disrespectful.
Yeah. And then flurry of blows. So it'll be another. Okay. As you see her strike him in the neck, then you see her go for another strike, and you see him again bring up his shield this time to knock it away. And you see her again use that momentum, spin her entire body, spin a little bit more right behind Loki, and then smack him in the neck again.
Yeah.
She does a total of 13 bludgeoning and then 8 bludgeoning in total within those 2 of 4 landing strikes. Goodness gracious, that's so stupid. I love Millie though. Nakamata comes in 30 feet. She still can't reach him because that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's right there. She looks at the grunt beside her and stabs him in the neck. He's dead.
Wait,
Nice.
no, that was a special one. Damn
Yeah, and then she stealths. Alright.
How?
I would have mentioned, it's like, you get a feeling she rolled in that one with the stealth. Because you see her, sneak up, stab this guy,
no.
and you see him let out the most blood-raged, scream. And you see the Dragonborn tilt his head lightly. And that's all you need to know. As
Oh shit.
oh, he knows.
Crap.
Zoray. We'll make her 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Straight line, looks to Loki, and can't see the Vice Admiral, because that wall's slightly in the way. But looks at the Dragonborn. And she is going to, with her 5th level, gotta look at him and go, alright, let's see. Let's do, oh, no, that would hit several people that are allies. No, that would hit several people that are allies. No, that would hit several people, oh, okay, I'm seeing a problem here. Right, okay, I have one option, lightning bolt, as she points to the sky, a cloud turns dark gray out of nowhere, and a bolt of lightning comes crashing down at the Dragonborn, as he is going to roll a dex save. What the hell? As you see him bring his shield over his head and absorb the lightning bolt with a nat 20. As it begins crackling with that same lightning. Why? And then you see her stand there for a second like, I ain't no way.
I want to mention, I love his just, alright, that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
That's kind of crap.
Yeah, there's vice captain. The vice captain of, Phalar's crew, Zoray, just looking at her, defeated, oh, that was, my highest level. Okay. Okay, damn. True strike, Loki, you get true strike, you have advantage on your next hit. Okay. Damn.
Distant thumbs up.
Yeah. It's that, she just gives you that, thumbs up, that defeated, okay.
Oh, yeah, no, no, absolutely valid.
Yeah. The Admiral is going. The Admiral on your side, not the Vice Admiral. The Admiral makes her way to the human. As she drags her great sword across the ground. And you see the Vice Admiral spin to her. As it's that moment of, okay, Vice Admiral versus Admiral problem here. Here we go.
Oh boy.
as you see the Admiral bring that sword, like, she is like, that last 5 feet of movement went from a walking to a quick run, drags that great sword, and tries to do just a straight uppercut with the, like, cleaving uppercut with this great sword. Basically attempting to bisect her down the half. As you would see the like, human bring up her spear and, like, try to block it, and you see it get knocked out of the way the second that greatsword makes impact, as she is knocked 10 feet back and is slashed. As she will be taking, from the Admiral's special mechanic, why'd you roll so high on that first die? 24 slashing damage. That could have been way higher. That's 4d12 of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So she did run like half. And then you would see the Admiral cast Divine Smite onto her greatsword and take another swing. She'll be rolling a normal swing this time. That is a 12 plus 9. That will indeed hit. And that will just be a 4 plus that, okay. As she does a total of 11 more damage to this Vice Admiral, as the end of the Admiral's turn. As it now enters the enemy's turn, as you would see the Dragonborn, in almost like a fit of rage, bring that, like, he just brought the shield down from blocking that lightning bolt. As you see him, like, covered in, like, beetles, look down directly to the ground, and using his bonus action, he breathes a 15-foot cone directly down at the ground of an acidic smoke exhaling from his lungs.
Oh dear.
Since he's turning this cone into a sapphire by doing this, he will be killing the beetles in the process. And anyone within a 15-foot sapphire will be needing to roll me a con save. The only one that doesn't need to is the Vice Admiral. So everybody can roll me a con save that is in that. So that is Loki and the Admiral and Nekomata. So, let me see. That is a...
Wait, he's a golden?
Yeah, he's a golden. He's a special type of golden.
Wait a fucking minute. Okay. Alright, that's that. Gold.
For all I know, his colors could actually be bronze in the picture, but as far as I can tell, that's gold. So I've made him a gold. Alright. What'd you get?
I got a 22.
22. Okay. So you will meet the DC. So you will take half damage. Nakamata rolled in that one, so she'll be taking double damage. And the Admiral failed, but she won't be taking double at the very least. So he is going to be rolling his damage for his little breath attack here. A very varied form of how it normally works. That is not as much damage as he could be doing.
Can I...
What?
Is there a way I can knock Nekomata out of this attack?
Not really. You're not in range of her.
Oh no, not my...
I hate to tell you, but that is kind of the truth at the end of the day. You only have a 10-foot range, and she is 20 feet away from you.
I'm a string, and I do have an increased interception range.
Okay. If you do this, you will be taking her nat 1 of damage. If
That's
you can
fine, I don't
justify to
care.
me how you do this.
Unironic, my brain is literally going to, like, I move, like, essentially, like, Loki essentially turns one of his arms into strings, essentially,
Okay.
and fires it at her to knock her back. So he's not. So the string's like wrapping around her and pushing her back, which is causing him to take her damage because his arm is getting coated in acid.
I am fine with this. Okay. I will allow that.
It's literally like he's exposing himself more to the acid to knock her the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, so yeah, you get her like 5 feet out of that radius as you pull her out of the way, but you end up taking the double damage. So the Admiral would have only taken 13, so she only takes 13 damage. As you see her kind of cough within this like gas. Essentially, it's like an acidic gas at this point, like acidic smoke gas, kind of. It's kind of a problem. As for you, you would have taken the 13 original and then an additional 26 acid. So that's a total of 39 acid damage.
Okay, so the 26 is hers, and then there is the 13 that is mine, and I succeeded the save.
Yep.
And okay.
As you would then see the Dragonborn basically shove, past Millie, get in between you and Millie in between that Vice Admiral. As you see him basically turn back to you, Loki, and take the widest swing with that shield towards your face.
Hey.
Get
it out.
That will be a 23 to hit. I do believe that hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hit.
As you would see, as it collides, that lightning bolt will go off in the process.
Oh, you little bastard, but that works.
Yeah, so it would do 11 bludgeoning damage to you. And then, Zare, let me grab your stuff real quick. Okay. How much damage is that? Okay, understood. Let me just roll this secretively. Alright. As you take an additional, on top of that, 22 lightning damage. He rolled really low for the lightning damage. Because that's like 10d6. So that could have been 60. But instead you only got 22. So it's actually under half, luckily for you. As you take additional 22 lightning damage, and, yeah. So you take the additional 22 lightning damage. As, you see, as that shield collides, basically it's just a flash of light for everybody else. And it's the most, stunning, oh my god, that is horrific. As he would then, once again, after doing that, crush onto, essentially what would be your, right jaw, you then see him bring it swinging right back, going for the other side of your face. As that again, this time it's a 22. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So that will be one more strike. As he will do another 2d6 plus 5 of spell guard shield damage. As that's another 11 bludgeoning damage.
Bitch. I also forgot about a trait I have, so I missed out on some damage. Oh well.
Yeah. You would see the cleric. But I'm saying this because it'll be very obvious this is a cleric. You see this, human look around and, okay, I've got an admiral attacking me for some reason. And this is just not going well. There's a lot of problems happening here. So what she's gonna do is that she's going to let me double check that how this works. Right, yeah. She is basically going to I gotta make sure that works right. Okay, this is a new class I haven't used before, so I do apologize for this. I'm making sure I read this right. Okay. That would make sense for them to use that then. Alright. Actually, no, she can't do this. So she's going to do this. Okay. As she would basically drag the blade of her spear down her shoulder. As the blood begins to coat it, and you see the blood turn black. As she then takes a swing towards, I'd say probably the Admiral. They're the ones that's currently attacked her. As that will be, let me see, 22 to hit. That will actually meet the AC of the Admiral. As she will do 1d8 plus 7, plus 25. as she does a total of 38 piercing slash blood damage. And on top of that, you would see with her spell option,
Uh-oh.
you see her place her hand onto her Dragonborn as he begins to heal.
Oh, great.
Can I intercept healing? I know the answer's
Nope.
no, but I just think that's a funny question.
Nah, you know what? You can try. Go for it. Go for it. Try.
Oh, we'll roll for that.
Dex save. You got this.
This is a stupid decision.
I
But I
encourage
live for
anything.
those. I live for stupid decisions. No, I don't have dex, so I can't do it.
So you're not doing it?
I got a fucking 8. I don't move.
Okay. Actually, there was going to be a different outcome for this. So you try to, right? Because this was a thought in your head. This is something that you did attempt. You try to move your hand into the way of her hand. Like, you saw, like, it's radiant magic. And it's going towards the Dragonborn. It's probably healing. I'm going to try and block it. I'm going to put my hand so she heals me. You try and shove your hand in front of her as you see her move her hand down, lead her head forward towards you, and bite. As she reveals vampire teeth.
What the fuck?
Ah, you a bitch.
As
I
she
should
begins
guess.
to drain your blood.
That's a choice.
Uh-huh.
That isn't gonna taste very good, bud. That's Demigorgon blood. That probably doesn't taste too good.
It's like it's like drinking coffee
exotic.
without the sweetener. It's exotic.
I feel like it tastes like squid ink.
Oh
Straight
yeah,
up squid ink.
probably.
Yes,
So
yeah.
she does 5 piercing damage and an additional 2 necrotic damage as she drinks some of your blood. It's like a very quick sip. It's like when you take a very quick sip of tea. You know what I'm saying? Or in Reeves' case, soda. If you tell me you drink Dr. Pepper, I'm gonna cry.
I drink Mountain Dew.
Okay, that's not a
Like
bad
that.
choice.
That's
Like any-
actually a good. That's a better choice than a lot of others. Moving
Yeah,
on.
no, that's valid.
Like any self-respecting gamer. Anyway.
Fair enough. So yeah, you take that little bit of damage, and she still heals the freaking Dragonborn. I was okay with it. Normally I don't do that stuff, but at this point, man, you guys are so high in level, I don't care at this point. Y'all can just try shit. Ask to do something, I'll make it happen. Like, okay? I encourage.
I mean, I have interceptions. My whole gimmick is getting in the way of shit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, I mean, this is technically an interception. It's just not for what it's typically used for.
yeah. As that will be the end of their turn, as it now enters everybody else's turn. So we'll start off with
Cool.
Usagi again. What you got?
Well, I'm gonna keep doing this.
Okay. You keep doing this. So you're shooting at the Dragonborn again,
Yeah.
correct?
With a charge, the Arrow of the Sun,
Guess what?
and I need to... Oh,
you can also
and
roll
wait.
advantage with that.
Oh,
And there's a reason for it, because you're going to get healed for a D4 because of a cantrip from Olana. You gain 4 health.
uh,
She saw you fall out of a
convenient.
tree.
all right.
Good
Convenient,
job,
isn't it?
Alana.
All right.
Heal Usagi.
So, all right. Here we go.
Which one is this one? Oh, it's the fun. Okay.
Are we trying to save this guy?
It's up to you guys.
Probably.
You could probably
Be useful.
Fine, I
Yeah.
suppose. I'll make it a non-lethal attack. Anyway.
He doesn't look like he's near death, as far as I'm aware.
The question is, how are you doing it non-lethal for like when you're shooting these arrows? Because there are ways to do it. I just need to know how.
Shooting him in the shoulder and not like his chest.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Shoulders
that
are
works.
healable.
Shoulders, legs. Those are kind of better areas to shoot if you want to do non-lethal stuff. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not the neck.
Not the
I
neck,
figured
not the
that
head, not the heart. You know.
Obviously.
fine.
Okay.
Why is there a fly in here?
Anyway,
Be
let
gone.
me roll. Come on.
Okay, I believe in you.
That's a 16. What? I have lucky.
Yeah, you do have lucky. You also had advantage.
28!
You also had advantage on the attack.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have helped.
Why?
I mean, it would have.
Yeah, no, it would have, because you roll twice and you take the higher number. So you can give yourself that lucky piece back because you had advantage. That would have been your advantage roll.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's convenient. Alrighty then.
Oh god. Yeah. So go and roll your damage. That'll definitely hit. As like you like, I want to let you know the way this happens while you roll your damage. You pull back this like arrow on your bowstring. You feel as it starts catching fire. You begin to aim your shot, and you feel like an astral hand. And this is what the spell says. I'm just gonna read it out for you. As an astral hand forms and slaps your ass. I don't know how else to tell you that. That's literally what it says. I can take a screenshot.
Who did that?
That gives you advantage. It's called Vilva's Encouraging Hand. You know who did it. It's Vilva.
Okay.
It's more the thing of you have a cleric of Vilva, so whenever she casts any of the healing cantrips, it just forms Vilva's hand and does it. So it's kind of weirdly enough Olana cast it, but it is Vilva's hand, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
We love Vilva spells.
They're goofy and I love them.
Alright, here we go.
I know, that's why they get used so much,
Anyway,
and I appreciate it.
Of course.
Anyway, let me roll my damage now.
Heck yeah.
That's
She sticks.
36 damage.
36 damage. Okay.
But I'm not done. I'm using boiling blood.
Okay. Heck yeah.
I'm gonna get to do something I haven't done.
What?
What you got?
Here, alright. Rolling attack with that to hit.
Okay.
That's 25.
Yeah, so you chuck. That is a good chuck for you, but I'm just gonna let it happen. I don't care at this point. You throw, because he's further away, so he technically should be out of the radius of that. But you know what? No. We're gonna roll with this because I think it's funny. You jump up, and that hand, you know that hand from before? You see Vilva's hand. Basically, like, you're like, I'm gonna try and chuck this, and you feel as it grabs you by, like basically scoops you, like, it goes underneath your foot to scoop you up, and, like, goes up. It, like, lifts you into the air, so you have this, like, floating platform temporarily, which gives you just enough height so that it'll actually arc just in time to hit him, as it splats across the back of his neck.
Oh, well, that's convenient. Thank you all.
You can thank Vilva.
Yeah, I love the struggle to thank Vilva.
Yeah, that's 17 more damage to this guy.
Okay, he's starting to look near crippled.
Oh, he might not like what I do my next turn, because I already rolled my 2 hits. I don't know what I got with my dice today, but they're fucking not liking this Dragonborn.
Apparently not. Alright, well, Issa had to go do something real quick, so tell me what you're doing.
So the fucking vice admiral and the captain guy essentially get to watch as Loki like strings in his chains and kind of wraps them around himself temporarily.
Yeah.
As he does 2 doses of sinful slash to himself.
Okay.
As he uses his bonus action and one of his extra attacks.
Okay.
To damage himself. So both of his 2 attacks with the chains will get sinful slash damage.
Okay.
He took a total, because he is halved, because luckily it's slashing damage he takes. He only takes 12 damage from it. I rolled it.
Okay.
It was 12 and 11, so halved down to 12.
Nice.
And I rolled, and I got a natural 19 plus 13.
Okay.
And another natural 20.
Okay.
I'm not making this up. I fucking don't understand what's happening. I think it's because I didn't have to roll shit with Count Dragos.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay. Whoa.
Alright.
Right.
Let's see what you get, man.
So, I don't know yet. The first hit is rolled insanely high, but unfortunately that's not the crit.
Okay.
So the first hit deals 25 bludgeoning damage or slashing damage from the chain. slashing damage, and then 24 fire damage.
Okay.
As then the second hit, I will double this for you, because this is the crit.
Mm-hmm.
I will verbally double it. Yay, it actually rolled a 10 for once. Fuck yeah. I do 40 slashing damage with my second chain
Yeah.
hit. And then 52 fire damage.
Okay. And is that all you do?
That is all I am able to do.
So here's what happens. You start striking him with these, like, this barrage of, like, chain slashes, essentially. Just kind of, like, basically grazing onto his shield, down his shoulders, you know, that sort of thing. Basically just a barrage hitting very different, varied areas. Once or twice across the rib cage, once or twice across the knees, just kind of all over the place. You would see, as he would begin to fall back towards the wall, as he begins to go unconscious, you see him stop. As he digs his shield into the ground, begin to get up, and then the nat 20 comes in, as it goes directly across his chest, as you see him fall back, as he goes unconscious.
I hope I didn't accidentally kill him.
Hope
I
not.
did
That was a nat
kill
20.
him. Oh god, I'm guessing that was a final stand.
That was his final stand that kicked in, so yeah. Yeah. Ublex, it's your turn.
Sleep. Go sleep.
Yeah.
The only person that's alive now is the Vice Admiral, Issa. It's just the human. Human, quote unquote.
Well, there is this one random grunt who no one's fucked with and is just leaving to. It's just sit there like la da dee da da la da dee da 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 da.
Survive, spare a man. Oh, God.
Dude, the fucking AoEs went hard this encounter.
Hey, I'm okay. That's why I set so many grunts here. I wanted y'all to use AoE. I'm happy y'all did.
I'm going to kill that woman.
Why?
I'm gonna try to pull her close to
Oh
me.
my god. Okay.
Dude, poor Millie's about to get run over. Because she's not gonna see the random lady moving
That will
quickly.
hit. That will hit. So you will pull this Vice Admiral over the unconscious Dragonborn, and she will slam into Millie. So Millie, dex save. Otherwise, you are actually taking bludgeoning damage.
Oh shit.
Now that checks Millie. She has to detect everything through tremor sense because she can't see because she's blind. The feet left the ground. She can't see. So the Vice Admiral collides into Millie, knocking her prone and back.
Oh dear.
5 feet. So Millie will take a D8 of bludgeoning damage. But what you did 15 damage to the Vice Admiral. Not bad. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Get pulled again, dumbass.
Hey.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
Hey.
Let's see if I can do it again.
No.
Get pulled out of my range. Get pulled out of my
Does
range.
16 work or not?
Let me check. That meets her AC, so you do hit.
Yeah.
Ooh. 13 damage.
Alright, another 13. As you pull her, another 13 feet. No, 13. That's 10 feet. No, you know what? It's
10
special.
feet?
It's special. You do
It's
13.
special?
You do 13 feet of pull.
She gets struck in the back by a chain.
Yep, roll that to hit.
That is a 24.
Alright.
Oh shit.
You see the Dragonborn now.
You sit the fuck down,
here.
unconscious ass.
You see him start getting up, and you see the Admiral freaking just hit him with the blunt end of the greatsword.
I'm sorry. I just did that like a whack-a-mole. Like, stop it.
Stop. Sit down. All you hear her just say one word, just quiet.
Stop.
Just a resounding. It sounds like she hit him with a frying pan with that great sword. Just a resounding. But yeah. What's the damage on that?
19 slashing.
19 slashing. Okay. As you strike these like chains across her back, as she becomes bloodied. Alright, as Millie, like, it's now her turn. She uses all of her movement to get up. And then she, like, taps her foot once on the ground. And then spins like a hurricane. As she just sticks her quarterstaff out as far as physically possible. As she was just aiming to clock. Maybe the head. But it looks like she's probably going to hit more of the shoulder. Because she doesn't know the height of this person. And that will be a to hit. And, okay. So you see only one of the 4 attacks hit this cleric. As you see, like, this, like, cleric basically, like, stumble forward after having her back slashed open and being yanked forward. Like, stumble forward. And then you see Millie come swinging in right as this lady's getting her footing and crack this staff onto this lady's, like, shoulder. Her right shoulder. And then you see this lady turn around, spin around, grab her spear, and, like, basically have to knock the quarterstaff out of the way the other 3 strikes. As she
fucking keep away with the fucking monk.
Yeah, it's just the most, like, please stop. Oh my god, stop. The cleric, with her 1 attack, sitting here like, god, stop. Alright, that is that damage. Okay.
I'll pull some more.
Lisa has more.
Yeah, Lisa has more. As next up.
Lisa still has more attacks.
You're good. I'm just setting something up. My apologies. I don't know why I said next up, because I was just grabbing something. You're good. Yeah, so 20 definitely hits.
Yahoo. 14 damage.
Another 14, heck yeah. Are you pulling or pushing, or are you just leaving them this time?
It'd be really goofy to push her back into my range and then pull her back.
That's what I want to do. I want to push her back.
Alright, yeah, so yeah, you shove her back as Millie, dex save. Millie does not know this is happening as she once again gets collided into. As Millie is knocked back on top of, like, the unconscious Dragonborn. As she takes more bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
As Millie takes 10 bludgeoning damage.
God.
As she's knocked back onto, like, the top of an unconscious Dragonborn.
Oh my god.
Bullying the blind person.
I got. There's a 27 hit. This is my last one.
Yes, don't hit Millie, please.
9
Okay, 9
damage.
Yeah, you do
bad.
another 9 damage.
Back and forth and back and forth.
Alright, so you pull her back again.
Dude, I feel like for this cleric, this is so much worse. Because it's just almost like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, no, this is one of the things though. She's entered bloody, crippled, where she's just sitting here like, why? What is it? What the fuck? This isn't
I
normal.
want to mention, I said the whole, like, hit her again. I can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't have extra reaction. I just think it'd be funny if I did.
Yeah. You see, good old Nekomata just go running in now, as it's now her turn. She thinks she's stealthing, she's not. The cleric sees her bright as day, and she takes a swing. That is a plus 11 hit. Yep, no, you see the cleric just, like, once again, restabilize herself, look up, see the rapier, and spin her, her spear like a freaking helicopter's propeller, knocking the rapier aside. As you see Nekomata in shock, like, she noticed me. Oh, okay. As she tries to stealth back, and she fades out of existence with a natural 19. So that is a 32 in stealth. As next up,
Bye.
Alana already did her thing, right? Yeah, no, she did. No, she did,
She used her bonus
her
action.
bonus, yeah. So with her action, you know what? She really doesn't need to heal, I'm gonna be honest. So,
wait.
Instead, she's gonna, right, what funny things does she have? Because y'all haven't gotten to see her things she can do. Alright, you know what? Let's put this to the test. Okay. You see her look to the cleric and casting her very special thing called Divine Word. And I want to let you know, the caption on this thing is, bestow upon me the truth. Ow, what the fuck? As you see Olana look to her and just go, well, I would want to say, may the light guide you. However, I don't think the light would ever guide anyone like you. And you see, as she has to roll, wisdom save, charisma save. Alright.
That's like extra racist, because this is a vampire.
Yep. It's also radiant damage. She saw the fangs. She saw her, like, tank get bit, and it's like, oh, I know what you are, radiancy. Yeah, no, she failed. This is also typically used to heal. I just want to put that out there. She's using it like it's a weapon.
Fuck
It's
yeah,
like vicious
Vilva's
mockery.
influence.
Yeah, it's like radiant vicious mockery. As she does 16 radiant, which is double to 32.
That's awesome.
As
awesome.
heck yeah. Oh my god. No freaking way. You see
Please
my
tell me
chat?
she got
Oh.
knocked out by getting sassed.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see the Vice Admiral who had something really good up her sleeve. I just want to put that out there. That was, I had a final hurrah ready to go. You see her, like, this be said to her, and you see this, like, white light begin to glow from her pores, and, like, this same glow begin to beam from her eyes, like as if an explosion went off inside of her. And you see her screech as she falls to the ground.
I'm gonna be real. I was about to action surge. This lady wasn't getting another turn.
What the fuck did you do?
I ain't gonna do any of her stuff. She still had to survive Zaray. I'm just gonna put it out there.
That's so fucked up.
You want to know what she could have done? She had a special
Yeah,
thing.
tell us.
She would have on her turn cast like, essentially, if the Dragonborn had died, she would have cast True Resurrection to bring him back to full health to re-enter the fight. That was her, like,
Non-lethal
trump
damage go
card.
hard.
Yeah. Like, I'm used to y'all killing, so I was like, alright, this is her plan. And when I saw that y'all were going down the more not that route, I was like, okay, new plan. Either she will kill him and then resurrect him in that turn, or she was going, listen, it's a dampier. It's a dampier. That's what she actually is. She's a dampier. That's why she's not burning in the sun.
Radiant still hurts though.
Yep, radiant still hurts. But I want to let you know, she was just going to cast 7th level harm. Which is literally, she just gives somebody a disease, and it does like 15d6 necrotic. So she was going to look at the tank and just go, I'm going to die anyways. Disease!
Fucking bitch.
So you were just had to roll a d100 on the disease shard to see what you got.
Since when does harm give a disease?
It actually says in it that you unleash a virulent disease on a creature that you can see within range. So I kind of run it as a little bit of a homebrew thing because we have a disease chart, like a homebrew disease chart that I made. I've made 100 of those fucking illnesses. I'm gonna use them one day.
Nice.
Do I at least get a con save against the fucking disease, or am I just fucked?
I mean, the con save is the initial one when the spell is first applied to you. So if you fail the initial spell DC, then you get the illness with the damage. Otherwise, you just take half damage, and that's it. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, dude.
I was about to action surge. I was like, if she's alive after everyone else goes, I'm action surging and I'm beating the shit out of her.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's a cleric. I know for a fact she doesn't have that much health.
Right. Well, they're unconscious. You have that one singular guard who hasn't harmed a fly.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna look at the bell tower and just go, farewell, as it just fucking rockets into space.
Valid.
I'm gonna let that thing leave. I want to mention also, like you said, they're like, that's not supposed to fall from the sky. I don't even know what's up with that one. That might not disappear. That's fucking weird. Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like you're like, I desummon, it doesn't go away.
Alright.
It's just here
You have a nice
now.
day, Mr. Bell Tower. You have a nice day, Mr. Bell Tower. Anyway.
Oh man. Goodness.
My
Yeah,
poor-
no, well there's that. There is that. Goodness gracious.
That
Oh.
was great.
That is awesome. I don't know what y'all want to do with those. There's also still guards just in the town. But if you guys actually could recruit these people, you could probably just sick them on the people, the leftover grunts. Like, I'm gonna be on, like, that wouldn't be, or you could have Zaray and, Millie handle the rest. That's up to you. Like, on what you guys want to do about the rest of the grunts.
So, I'm not opposed to, like, not killing these people. Like, I'm gonna be real, Loki's just kind of gonna wait until the whole fucking hypnotic thing falls off.
Ubux, do you want to decast it, or are you just gonna, like, leave him hypnotized? For, like,
We
for that
decasting that
minute.
shit.
Okay,
we
yeah,
decasting
you
that
decast
shit.
it, you see this guy looking around like, huh? Oh, what? Where am I?
Hey. Hey, bud.
Huh? The bodies.
Hey, yeah. So, small thing. Most of your companions are either not breathing
You see him,
or
like,
they're unconscious.
you say that, he's like, you can see he's, like, taking a glance over his shoulder, like, at the bodies. And you can hear him just say very lightly, oh, not Roderick. Not Roderick. He had a family.
Oh, which one was that? Oh, was that that was the nice one. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. The grandma.
I don't know if he's alive. I don't know. He was he looks at the belt. He's like, I don't know if that thing is non-lethal or not.
Gah. Biggest ray of hope. I don't know if it's lethal or not. You cast it.
Yeah, about that. In any case, if you want to not be dead, I recommend leaving the Navy.
All right. I can
You?
try.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to
You
die.
work on one of my ships now.
Okay.
Great. Now,
Yeah.
you're gonna help these people when we figure out who's staying.
Okay. Right.
Great.
I
Cool.
will-
Now, where's your boss? Are you dead?
Yeah, the Vice Admiral. You can check on the Vice Admiral. She's not dead. She's on the floor, face down, because of everything that happened to her.
Stabilize. Walk over to the Dragonborn and the blind woman.
Dude, I'll be real. Dragonborn, he was on his final death save. He automatically lost one of them. He was on his final turn of death saves. That would have been his determining one. He lost one automatically because he tried getting up and the rabbit hit him. So, yeah. 100% though. Yeah, you can stabilize him. 100%. You stabilize these two. Yeah. I mean, Alana can, like, bring one of them to consciousness if you want.
I'm gonna look at the admiral.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, so you know more about these two, probably more than I do. I know that you don't interact with them much. How hard sent on the Navy are either of these?
Unlike Umagig, they aren't heavily sent. It's more of they just follow a form of justice that they understand.
Okay.
So
there's...
Yeah.
I can likely talk some reason into them.
If you give them genuine understanding and actual logic, they'll probably be willing to listen.
Okay. Let's wake up the one who was at least in charge.
Alright.
And who fucking bit me.
Alright.
It's just a fucking...
That's fair. You see Olana go like, alright, I'll wake her up. She will cast upon her.
First level
First level, cure wound. And on top of that, not only does she heal her, she then goes, alright, well, that's gonna heal, but it's not gonna wake her up. So let me just, where is it? I don't want to hurt her, but I don't have the waking salts that, Gildart has. But I do have what they would use to wake me up at the temple back when I worked for Nier. Right, here it is. As you see her pull out this, almost transparent white, potion. And you see her splash it on the Admiral's face, and you see them begin to twitch, and then shine. They're, just basically both their eyes open. What the hell? You don't know what that did to the Admiral. You probably don't want to know. But you basically jolt up. Dude. You never know. But she's up now. She's up.
I would imagine Loki's definitely just, crouching there, hi.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just, hands, his elbows on his, knees, crouching there.
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, dude.
Good.
Yeah,
You're awake.
She looks like she's... Yeah, I'm awake. I'm surprised you didn't kill me.
I didn't see a reason to. You may have bit me, but that's not reasons to die.
I needed blood.
I mean, fair. Do you need more?
No, I should be good. You shouldn't really be offering blood to your enemy.
I mean, you don't have to be my enemy.
Wish to expound?
Sure. I don't agree with what the Navy's doing, but I also don't agree in just terrorizing people. I want to help people, which is why I'm also creating my own fleets to deal with the Navy. And eventually take it out and to eventually get rid of it.
So, okay.
The justice they're doing, while there is, at least in some cases, he would motion to the Harrigan and kind of her as well, because he's seeing there is justice there. He's like, you guys have your own sense of justice. But your sense of justice isn't the sense of justice that is leading the Navy.
No. Originally, we joined the Navy because we planned to not just change it from the inside, but I was hoping to get a high enough of a rank eventually to where I could just take over and fix all the problems myself personally.
Huh.
So my plan was to kill the Navy owner at some point.
Oh, great. Because that's on our to-do list.
Alright.
Along with Kai, the general, that one, and I think one of the generals I don't plan on killing. I actually want to try and talk to her. The smart one.
Oh, Zilda, the one that actually has some brains.
Yes, the one that's a strategist and messes with people.
Yes.
The Hemomancer, I believe. Yeah, no, I don't want to kill her either. No, that's not. No, I don't believe that'll be a fun conversation. Because I do believe she'll be trying to kill me as I'm trying to talk to her.
You'd also probably be dealing with Admiral Aradov at that point. Motions to the rabbit.
Looks at her. Hi. That is a conversation I have to deal with you later again. Oh boy.
Well, I don't mind helping. We have the same goal at the very least. I'm not crazy about being branded technically a pirate. But it won't matter if I take over and fix the area of the Navy. You want to destroy it, I want to make a better order. At least for now, we have the same goals.
I want a better order as well. I know that there was a goal for that I'm trying to follow.
Ah, so I'm guessing it's not originally your goal.
No, in fact, it's actually one that I took the place of when I joined the crew. Mollis had more of the plans than me.
Ah, that's the one. Okay, that checks.
He had notes and things. He had plans, and then he got dipped. So I kind of just trying to keep up with what he had planned, and weirdly, my goals aligned with his. So I just kind of decided to follow it.
That is fair. That is fair.
I
I don't mind
don't-
helping the cause. Just let me wake up Merrick so he knows.
Go for it.
She stands up, grabs her spear, and aims the blunt end of it and bashes him in the forehead. As he gets up. You see him
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, you see him immediately shoot up, grab his shield, look around, and immediately get up you see him in a split second, he sees a singular person that he knew he was fighting and gets up and immediately gets in front of her again. And you see her just go, "Hey, Merrick? No, they're good. Same goals. We're working with them now." Alright.
You know what? As another dose, just as a way of actually, if you would like, I can just put you in charge of a ship that isn't part of my fleet. And then you can do your own thing and build your own crew.
I'm fine with that. That might be better in the long run to have a vice admiral running an actual ship of our own. Kind of used to running my own thing, so I think it'd be a little bit harder to work under somebody directly. Because even with the admiral, I worked under him, quote unquote, but I didn't directly work under him.
That would make sense. Well, if you have to, you can just take his boat.
I probably will. I like his cannons.
That works. Great.
I'm pretty sure the Artificer modified some of them. I think he has 2 or 3 that straight up just put out flames instead. Flamethrower cannons, gotta love them.
Okay. My shipwright might want to check out those.
Valid.
like he's sitting there like, Kasheshe might be pissed if I don't
Well,
at least let him see those. Like that's at least what fucking Loki's thought is.
kill him again and we'll get to do so.
Great. So yeah, I'm just kind of straight up being honest with him. Like, no, I want to install a new order system with kind of just better organized than what the fuck is currently happening.
Yeah, you'd see her kind of look around and just go, right, well, if that's all, I'll start getting the city back in order. And, I'm going to round up all the grunts. Because they will be a pirate whether they like it or not. A lot of them follow the same justice as me, so I doubt we'll have any problems.
And he's alive. He
Where?
points to the one grunt that's still standing there.
She looks at her own grunt and just goes, I'm surprised you're alive. You just give her that look of like, yeah, me too. Like he does say it, but there's that look.
I think he was stuck staring forward and wasn't able to move for the entire fight.
Everything went black.
Yeah, that.
Right, that
On
checks.
a mission, Loki definitely like turns and like takes a glance. Like, how are all the people that collapsed from the fucking bell?
They're all
Like,
dead.
Yeah.
The only one that's actually still alive that she was able to stabilize while she's doing this talking was like the one tough one that took like 2 or 3 hits, if I remember right, before he went down. You know, the blast box hit. He's the only one that was alive. He was just unconscious.
It's the one that got stabbed, the one who's right there.
Yeah. So like you have this like
Wow.
one sturdy guy, but like the rest are like, ugh. But yeah, she'll get the city back in order for you guys. You guys don't have to worry about it. And yeah. So think about it, I didn't make your roll persuasion check because you kind of went for the whole ideals match. This is fine. So it's kind of a natural talk at that point, you know. So yeah.
Fuck yeah, Yay for being persuasion build.
I'm gonna be honest. Anybody can play a persuasion build, but like sometimes you don't even need to be a persuasion build. As long as you know what you're doing your conversation with and how you approach your conversation, you might not have to even roll persuasion checks for stuff that you do. As long as it makes sense, it aligns with somebody's morals, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
There's always ways. then not need persuasion. That's one way. Honestly, like, I know, last session, y'all didn't get to see it because we lost audio, but, Reed actually tried doing something very similar. He tried approaching Admiral Aradov, but he assumed that she knew information that she did not have access to about the Dorbo clan.
Yeah.
You try to rally her under the idea of, they slaughtered the Harengen! And she, as far as she knew, she thought you were talking about the Harengen Purge, and she was like, I mean, we were kind of overpopulating. It's actually kind of just her. But you did get to enlighten her, so she now knows about what happened. Like, that is an actual, like, good thing. Like, weirdly enough, you actually opened up a form of topic. So, that she never knew about. So, yeah. Yeah, the admirals will, the Vice Admiral will take over that area, and you guys finally start heading to the capital, which is 2 days away from here.
I am very glad that we did. I want to also mention, Loki would look at the dragon. I got a question. You look golden, but you exhale acid.
Yeah.
How?
Just kind of looks at you.
I thought golden did fire.
No. So, like, it literally says in my thing, breath weapon, acid.
Oh no, that's a different type of golden dragonborn then.
Yeah, he kind of shrugs. He's like, I don't know. I breathe acid. I'll have to tell you. Yeah,
okay, that's also okay. So
he's a metallic golden dragonborn. Yeah, to be more specific.
Oh, that's a fucking okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just kind of thing like you ask him, he looks at you, he's like, like,
I want to mention Loki definitely just sort of like tells me his head like, I'm sorry, Dragonborns are weird. That's like, why are there multiple of the same color that do different things? That.
Oh god, yeah.
Cool shield though. I kind of hate it, but it's cool. Like it's one of those like, I hate you took my magic, but it's cool.
Dude, you think you should be mad about him taking your magic? What happened to Zaray?
Also, he then immediately turns in and goes, Zaray, that lightning, it hurts.
Yay.
Good spell.
Wish you could hit him instead.
Me too, but it's alright. I want to mention Loki is standing there. He looks mostly fine. Like, it's just like...
Oh, God.
Which is such a confusing thing, I feel like, to talk to someone who looks fine despite all the damage they've taken.
I'll be honest, it's one of those things where you still have, like, the char marks on your skin from the lightning blast, but, like, that's it.
I still have the char, I have, like, the acid burns, but it's like...
Yeah.
I look okay.
It's that thing of,
like,
there's no slash wounds that, like, show, because he was just bludgeoning the crap out of you. Like, he was just slamming his shield into you repeatedly. Like, that was most of it. Meanwhile, Issa, aka Ublex, and, like, Usagi, far away, unharmed, untouched, unbothered. Like,
dude, I fucking love this character combos. Because it's literally like, it's like Ublex and Usagi just going, hi, and then it's like, alright, well, we just gotta get to them. The fucking fuck off Kitsune saying, hi. Because of my existence, the rogue gets sneak attack, and trust me, you're not moving away.
Yeah.
So real.
Which, fun fact, Issa, are you getting down from the tree as well, or is it just Usagi? Are you just gonna sit in the tree by yourself?
Pretty nonchalant with it. I'm chilling.
Okay, yeah, you're
Looks
chilling.
going non-verbal.
Alright, roll me a perception check.
Non-verbal in the club.
Non-verbal. Okay, yeah.
Perception?
Give me a bepping.
I'm not good at perception.
You're not good at okay. So with this percussion, just slowly gets more off word. With perception, you don't notice until you hear from, like, somewhere, you hear a Ublex. Oh, over here. Over here.
I'm coming down.
Wrong way. Wrong way.
Oh.
Over here.
I'm coming.
No, wrong way.
coming.
No. You can stay in the branch. You don't need to move. Just over here.
Oh, okay.
Do not.
Hi.
No, you're looking the wrong way. No, over here.
No, what do you mean? Oh, wait.
Over here.
Look up. Okay, I'm gonna stand still. You tell me. Oh, what?
You look up. Shindeo is upside down, staring at you.
Oh, hey!
Hi.
Come here often?
Yeah, sometimes. So I just teleported over here to let you and the others know. I'll teleport back to the ship in a second here. First of all, they didn't hit you, right?
No,
Good.
I kind of
Good.
hurt them a
Okay.
lot.
If they hit you, let me know. I'll kill them.
Oh, okay.
So,
Thanks.
of course. We caught some grunts that tried attacking the ship. They decided it would be smart to come in with a fleet of their own. We proceeded to obliterate the entire crew. We spared the ship in case you need it for anything. Because I know the captain's been doing things lately. I understand making moves and all that. I understand. What was the thing? I've gotten distracted. I'm sorry. It's just, when I see you, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, me too. Something ship, something.
Ship. Right, yeah. So we have been noticing some other ship movement that seems to be going to the other side of the island, which is where the capital is at. I don't know what town I'm in right now. But we saw another ship possibly heading near the capital. We already know Umagig's here, so I don't know what that ship's for, but just be unaware. I don't know what's coming. It could just be some grunts. There is a genuine shot, but I don't know if it could be someone of importance. Just careful.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Alright. I need to check back, because I need to make sure Lavana doesn't run off and go do something dumb again. She might be smart, but her wisdom isn't great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I miss you.
Yeah, I missed you too. As he would just kind of peace out as he disappears.
Fucking leave that one gift. Leave that one gift of that fucking guy.
Oh, you mean the peace sign he face?
There we go. Found it.
Let me see. Yeah.
What in pirate talk?
Pirate talk. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking of, yeah. But yeah, you can tell other people, or you can just keep that info for yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody what Shineo just told me.
Heck yeah. Might as well relay the message. Heck yeah. So you guys now know there is a ship that has been kind of spotted out there. It could be nothing. It's literally like, I don't even know. I get to roll a random check for when that comes into play. So it could be a group of grunts. It could be something way worse. Who knows? But that being said, unless you guys just want to stick around the town, Zaray and Millie probably stay back inside this town. The other two of their crew members will be up there to help you guys out, aka Miko and Phalar. So they will be up there to help you guys out in the capital. But these two are going to stay behind, not to help the Navy, but more just to make sure that the wounded are handled. Wounded villagers, that sort of thing. Because they do care. That's kind of their whole thing. You guys did that for them back in Himfine, and they're kind of trying to do what they can to repay the favor to other islands. So, unless there's anything, you guys can leave the city. But I'm getting, no responses here, so.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Might as well.
Alright.
I had, Anya came to sentiency, so I had to mute temporarily to talk to her.
No, that's valid, dude. She came to sentiency. Oh, man.
She slept. It's fair.
I mean, it's valid. This is migraine. Yeah, I don't blame her. Yeah.
One, yay, new ship. Two,
Yeah.
Honestly, I might just ask to see. I might talk to their captain and see if they want to fucking just become part of my fleet.
Oh, you mean
fucking chaos?
Oh, you mean the current pirates that have been helping you, Phalar?
Yeah.
So Phalar is the captain of that one. The man that Moz helped in literally session 2.
Yeah, I want to actually have them join the fleet.
I'm gonna be honest. They will probably. I don't think I even need to I think this is pretty obvious. They would probably say yes. That won't take much. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. No.
I'm writing some stuff as well for you guys. Okay. Okay. You feel, all three of you feel as if you have all become blessed. For whatever is to come. Just understand that. So all three of you. This is a special thing because I forgot to roll for the fate chart. So instead, we're going to do something a bit different. This is me kind of making up for forgetting to do this. And don't worry, no, it's not a bad thing. Each one of you, you can write this down in your notes, you have gained a divine intervention.
Divine intervention!
Using a divine intervention, you roll a D100, and I know it's probably different on the mechanic, but the way I'm going to do it If you get we're going to say a 70 or higher, you can get a god to quite literally send someone down to help you with your problem. So in your case, for Usagi, it would be Yanessa, because your soul's owned by Yanessa. So Yanessa will send somebody down to help you if things get really dire. It's normally a last-ditch effort thing, divine intervention, but you can always do it preemptively if you want. Same thing for Acrid, because you also have your soul with Yanessa, so weirdly enough for you, it's kind of the same. And for you, Ublex, you would get someone from Hamalicia. So you would get, like, a witch probably showing up for you. Like, the others are probably either going to just get a, like, dancer from a tavern, or, like, a blood monster. You're probably just going to get a straight-up witch or hag. Like, one of those two. But you have a divine intervention.
I love the idea of Yanessa getting the divine intervention. And then be like, I'm gonna grab this random person. Oh, and they follow Vilva. Perfect. Yeet. There we go.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
I will put this out there, just so you guys know you won't waste it if, like, it doesn't work.
Okay.
So if you roll that D100, and let's say you don't get the number 75 or lower, or higher,
75.
you don't lose it. You only lose that divine intervention once it works. I say that because I'd hate for you guys to lose that for, like, one person's to work and the other two people don't, because then it's like, oh, now I feel bad. I feel horrible because mine didn't work. So you guys each get one, and it will not go away until
it functions.
So I guess just in parentheses, just kind of put there, like, on the side, doesn't go away till it actually procs, just so you guys don't forget. But yeah. You guys will begin heading off to the next area, the capital, which is 2 days away. And I will roll. Alright, nothing happens on the first day. This is quiet. It's a quiet travel. So I'm going to be honest, y'all get to the capital with ease. So unless you don't have something specific you want to do, y'all will get there with no problem. Yeah, like, that was a weirdly smooth travel. It was like does anything happen? 8. Okay, nothing happens. 10. Okay, nothing happens. Random encounter went crazy. Oh man.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but
so how'd the capital look?
Oh yeah, no, the capital is like, you can tell it's been, at this point, like, half of it's taken over, half of it's not. You seem to be walking to the area that hasn't been taken over. So right now it looks fine, but you're on, like, the edge area that's been protected heavily by, like, the Emperor and everybody that, like, is here. So it looks fine for now. But there's probably a guarantee that when you get in further into the city, you might start seeing the casualties, the damage, fights. That's when things might start getting a bit more chaotic. But it's also where we're going to have to end off for today. A little bit of a shorter episode today, but I work with what we got to work with for today. But in the next episode, hopefully you guys get to finally clash with Umagig, save the Crux Dynasty, and start heading on to your next island. I want to thank you guys for watching this episode. You can find more of the Rum and Harbor campaign up on the Lost Harbor Tavern, up on YouTube and on Spotify. We can find some other campaigns, like the Brothel campaign and Hidden Garden campaign. And you can also go to the Lost Shipyard up on YouTube as our second channel, where we have more D&D content coming out. Right now, we've got the Monster campaign coming out, and we had the Sanity campaign come out there. So I recommend you go checking those out. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!
See ya.
Bye.